Bonjour mesdames et messieurs and welcome to my second vlog. Today I will be talking about the most important people in your life, friends and family. Since I live abroad for many years now, I often get this question. Do you ever get homesick? And actually my answer is always no, but not because I'm mean or heartless. Let me explain, okay? I was only 18 when I left my hometown and moved to the capital city to start my studies. So that was the time when I first had to learn how to live alone. Well, technically I live with friends, so it was not alone, but still it was an amazing period of my life. I had so much fun. I think I learned a lot of things, like how to spend my money wisely, or how to wash my own clothes. I had amazing friends and I had an amazing social life there, but then about 4 years ago I moved abroad to start my master's studies, and that brought a lot of complications because I couldn't keep in touch with my friends or family on a daily basis as I did before. But did I get homesick? It was such an exciting time. I was in a new country, new opportunities, new friends, new everything. I really enjoyed it. And since we don't live in the Middle Ages when your only chance to contact your distant friends or family was writing handwritten letters and send them with a pigeon, you have so many free options to contact them and see their faces or hear their voices, such as Skype, FaceTime, Facebook calls, WhatsApp calls, Google Hangouts. I really love Snapchat and Instagram stories because with them you can stay in the loop of your friends' everyday lives, so you don't just see their selected posts on Instagram and their picture perfect life on Facebook, but also the silly things like what faces do they make or what do they have for lunch. It's just cool, I think, because it's more personal and you feel that you're part of their lives. And because having Skype calls or FaceTime calls are free, you don't have to hurry with them. You can just take your time and enjoy the company of your friends. What I usually do, I put on my headphones and talk to someone while I'm walking on the street or preparing my dinner or doing the dishes or while I'm working on my own projects. I think it's really cool because both of you are entertained and it eliminates the feeling of being far from each other, because if you talk for hours, it's almost the same as if you were talking in person. Last winter I was working on my master's thesis just as one of my best friends from high school, who already liked me when I looked like this. So yes, we were both very busy, but we spent hours on the phone every day and we were not really talking to each other. We just had our headphones in our ears and we were writing our papers, and whenever either of us said something, the other got shocked, like, "Oh, you are still in line, I totally forgot about you." It's still cool because it was like sitting in a library or so, and you know, you don't talk with the people you are sitting with, but they are still there. We virtually worked together and I finished my master's thesis. I didn't get the grades I expected, but at the end I couldn't care less because I had so much fun, and writing a thesis is usually not a fun activity, while for me it was, so it was totally worth it. And of course I have to keep in touch with my family as well. I keep texting with my brothers all the time, especially the younger one, who still goes to high school and who still answers all my messages even though he has classes. And if something important happens to me, I want my whole family to know about it, so I send them a group email with the subject #family, and I just describe my situation to them. This way they are always up to date with what's happening with me, but of course the next time we have our Skype call we just discuss it further. Of course it's much nicer to meet them in person and give them a big hug, so whenever it's possible I try to visit them. And when I'm there, I try to make new memories instead of just remembering of old ones. And I think that's one of the most important things when you live abroad and you want to keep your friendships, that you have to make new memories, because otherwise in 10 years or 15 years time, all you will have are old memories that will fade away. But if you keep making new memories all the time you meet, that will keep you close to the people who are important to you. However, it's not always possible for me to go and visit my family. Last Christmas, for example, was the first Christmas when I couldn't go home and I had to spend it in Copenhagen. I spent the Christmas Eve with my friends, so I was not alone, I was not lonely, but of course I missed my family, my parents, my brothers, my grandparents. And at around 6 o'clock in the evening my Skype rang and it was my family who were together around the Christmas tree, and I could see them on the video and they could also see me, and they started singing Christmas songs just as we do every Christmas, and I joined them, and virtually I was with my family, and I think it was really nice even though I couldn't be there with them. The only setback was that I had to wait a couple of weeks before going home, so I had to wait to get my Christmas presents and to give them theirs, of course. So thanks to modern technology, I don't feel isolated from my friends and family. I think I can keep in touch with them on a daily basis. But of course I know it would be a bit more complicated if we would live in different time zones or further from each other, so I couldn't visit them that many times a year. For now it's good, and also I make a lot of new friends in the places I live, so I have many local friends here and I have friends all around the world, and I think living abroad is just totally worth it because you expand your universe. So that was it. If you have any comments or ideas how you keep in touch with your friends and family who don't live close to you, just feel free to write it down, and see you next week, guys. Bye.
My youth is yours, a truth so loud.